not Al B, sure, is back in the mix after reposting an old video of Diddy telling his son Quincy that he's the prettiest mofo God ever made.
What you found? One of the prettiest motherfuckers God ever made. Sorry. I'm a Gemini, for everybody wondering. And thank y'all so much for just, tuning in with us. We felt the energy. We saw the...
And here's where things get spicy. Al didn't just repost it quietly. He tagged 50 Cent too, loud and clear. That move alone had people side-eyeing his intentions like, was this a warning shot or a straight-up call for smoke? Now people are asking the real question. Is Al genuinely trying to protect his son, or is this another calculated move to stay in the headlines? Is he finally speaking his truth to defend Quincy, or is he unintentionally putting more pressure on him by dragging deeply personal issues into the public eye? Because once it's online, there's no pulling it back. And let's be real, this didn't come out of nowhere. Over the years, Al B. Sure has openly said he believes Diddy played a role in Kim Porter's death. He's also claimed that his own coma wasn't random, suggesting someone wanted to silence him before he could expose things.
We're going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma.
Those statements already shook the internet, but now he's hinting that something wasn't right during Quincy's upbringing, and that's where people really froze. Social media went wild instantly. A lot of folks aren't joking about this. They're showing real empathy for Quincy. People point out how he slowly faded from the spotlight, how losing his mother clearly changed him, and how growing up under nonstop controversy had to take a toll. Add your biological father publicly questioning your childhood, and it's a pressure cooker situation with no clear win in sight. Whether Al B. Sure is finally speaking his truth or just chasing attention, one thing is clear. Quincy is stuck right in the middle of a dark, messy storm. And a lot of people online aren't buying Al's timing at all. Folks are straight up asking why now. If there were real fears or suspicions about Quincy's safety, why jump online posting memes about 50 Cent's documentary instead of handling this behind closed doors years ago? That's where the side eyes come in heavy. The general vibe is that Al might be embarrassing Quincy publicly instead of protecting him privately. And this conversation didn't start today. People quickly pulled up Quincy's own words from Angela Yee's lip service, where he talked about the tension with his biological father. He even addressed that 2009 message where he called Al out for being absent and leaving a void in his life that couldn't be replaced. That hit different because it showed the pain was already there long before this latest drama. So yeah, some believe Al's current stance doesn't feel fully genuine. At the same time, others are saying people underestimate how impossible the situation may have been back then. Let's be honest. Going up against the Diddy machine in the 90s and early 2000s wasn't light work. Diddy had money, lawyers, industry pull, and serious influence. If he wanted to limit Al's role as a parent, people believe he absolutely could have. Al has also hinted before that he was pushed out strategically, suggesting powerful forces worked to paint him as unstable or absent. That narrative stuck for years. He's even claimed there were threats meant to keep distance between him and Quincy, allegedly driven by jealousy over Kim Porter. No one actually knows what happened behind closed doors. There's no confirmed proof, no receipts in the public eye. But people agree on one thing. If anything harmful ever did occur, or if any rumors floating online were true, it would be deeply disturbing. And that's why this situation has everyone uneasy, tense, and watching every move closely. Now here's where the conversation gets even darker. Some people online are saying that with all the accusations surrounding other members of this family, they wouldn't put anything past them. A few voices are even questioning uncomfortable possibilities around Quincy, based purely on rumors floating online. And to be clear, that part remains unproven and speculative. Still, the fact that people are even going there shows just how deep the distrust runs. And when folks bring up the sons allegedly moving just like Diddy, Justin's name comes up fast. According to claims made by Lil Rod in his lawsuit, there was an incident at Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles involving a man identified only as G, who was described as a friend of Justin. Lil Rod said he heard gunshots from just feet away from a restroom, and when Diddy and Justin came out, he saw G seriously injured. Lil Rod claims he tried to help, but alleges that Diddy pressured him to lie to authorities. Police were reportedly told the injuries came from a drive-by situation. The lawsuit doesn't state who pulled the trigger. It could have been Diddy, Justin, or security. But the accusation is that everyone present stayed silent and allowed false information to be given to law enforcement. On top of that, Lil Rod also alleged that Diddy instructed Justin and Stevie J to help recruit young women for inappropriate and illegal situations, claims that are serious, disturbing, and still unproven in court. None of this has been legally confirmed. But taken together, these accusations are exactly why the public is questioning everything connected to this circle right now, because the pattern people think they see is alarming, unsettling, and impossible to ignore. And according to the lawsuit, while Stevie J was allegedly dealing with older women in certain situations, Justin was accused of being directed to seek out much younger girls who legally should not have been anywhere near those parties. That allegation alone sent shockwaves. The complaint even referenced photos showing Justin alongside girls who appeared far too young to be present at events like that, claims that are serious, disturbing, and still unproven. When Lil Rod first made these accusations, a representative for Justin Combs immediately shut them down in a statement to TMZ. The rep said, "Justin Combs categorically denies these absurd allegations. They are all lies. This is a clear example of a desperate person taking desperate measures in hopes of a payday. There will be legal consequences for all the defamatory statements made about the Combs family." That denial was loud and firm, but the legal drama didn't stop there. Reports claim Diddy's legal team used strategic maneuvering to get Justin Combs dropped from Lil Rod's lawsuit. When a motion to dismiss was filed, Justin was conveniently left off the list of Combs' defendants. The move allegedly aimed to let the 120-day service window expire, which could have resulted in the case being dismissed unless Lil Rod showed good cause for the delay. Legal chess at its finest. And Justin isn't the only name popping up in court filings. Christian King was also named in a separate lawsuit filed by a woman named Grace. She said she was hired to work on a yacht charter that was marketed as a clean, family-style experience, but claims it quickly turned into something very different. Grace alleged she worked dinner and drink service from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and witnessed non-stop partying. She described a constant rotation of suspected escorts and high-profile guests, creating what she called a hedonistic environment. Even more alarming, she claimed she suspected some bottles of alcohol may have been tampered with, an accusation that instantly raised red flags. None of these claims have been fully proven in court, but stacked together, they paint a picture that has people questioning what really went on behind closed doors, and why so many stories keep surfacing at the same time. According to the lawsuit, things escalated fast. Grace claimed women on the yacht began panicking, collapsing, or passing out after just one drink, which immediately raised alarms for her. She said she was later informed that Christian Combs would be joining the event to record music with producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones in the yacht's makeshift studio. When Christian arrived, she alleged he appeared heavily intoxicated and started giving her an uncomfortable amount of attention. Grace claimed that Christian pressured her to take multiple shots of tequila that she believed he personally brought on board. She said after just one shot, his behavior shifted. He allegedly started making advances, became aggressive, and insisted she keep drinking. Almost immediately, she said she felt disoriented and suspected the alcohol had been tampered with. In the complaint, Grace included transcriptions of audio clips that she says captured her clearly rejecting his advances while he continued touching her. She stated that the audio was recorded by Lil Rod, who was present in the studio at the time. Lil Rod has separately alleged that he was required to record Diddy constantly and claims to have hours of footage showing alleged illegal behavior involving Diddy and his staff, claims that have not been proven. Grace also submitted photos showing bruising on her arm. She alleged the injuries happened during a struggle as she fought Christian off and managed to escape the situation. Those images were included as supporting evidence in her filing. And here's the part that really shocked people online. While all this was unfolding in the courts, Christian released a diss track. In the song, he downplayed the federal raids, suggesting they were off base and exaggerated. That move alone had social media buzzing, with many people questioning the timing and the message it sent. All of these claims remain allegations, but the details laid out in the lawsuit are exactly why this situation continues to stir outrage, disbelief, and non-stop debate online. Christian didn't help his case at all with the lyrics he decided to drop. In the diss track, he rapped, "Police raid the crib like they think we selling crack, but we out here selling tracks, multi-million-dollar plaques." Then he doubled down with another line about the raid, saying, "Knock these doors down, like them Fed boys running both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, 'cause that's the one they missed." People immediately questioned why anyone would say that knowing federal investigators were already circling. And as if that wasn't reckless enough, Christian also took a shot at 50 Cent. That opened the floodgates. 50 wasted no time clapping back on Instagram with pure sarcasm. He posted a photo of Christian and Diddy and captioned it, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me." Then he added, "I never mentioned Puffy's kids because Keith D said he unalived Tupac, LOL. That post alone sent the internet into chaos. 50 didn't stop there. In another post, he reposted the lyric about the Fed searching the wrong house and straight up mocked it. He questioned why anyone would brag like that while under investigation, basically calling the move beyond careless. The tone was clear. He thought the whole thing was unbelievable. Then 50 went even further. He posted screenshots of media coverage and wrote, "I really don't understand why they want to drug women. If she can't remember how good it was the next morning, how do you connect?" That caption instantly sparked outrage and debate online. He also referenced the lawsuit filed by Grace O'Markay, who alleged that Christian spiked her drink and tried to pressure her into inappropriate behavior during a yacht trip in December 2022. Allegations that remain unproven. 50 captioned that post with heavy sarcasm, mocking Christian and questioning his version of events. Bottom line, if you ask 50 Cent, he clearly believes the entire situation around this family is messy from top to bottom. And judging by his posts, he wouldn't hesitate to dig deeper into any video or moment connected to Diddy, including the one involving Quincy. Honestly, Quincy is stuck in a straight-up impossible spot. He's already said publicly that his relationship with Al B sure is cool and more like homies. At the same time, he's also stood firmly by Diddy and the entire Combs family throughout these ongoing legal battles. That puts him right in the middle of two worlds crashing into each other. How do you stay loyal to the man who raised you while your biological father is publicly questioning your childhood and calling parts of it inappropriate? That's not something anyone can navigate easily. No matter how you slice it, Quincy is carrying a heavy load that never asked for. But now the real question is on the table. Do you think Al B sure is exposing Diddy to protect his son, or is he opening old wounds that should have stayed private? And do you think this helps Quincy at all, or hurts him more? Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this breakdown made you think, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps the channel more than you know.